Hi, this is Brian Hughes from the London Contemporary School of Piano, and in this video I'm going to show you how to play Darth Vader's Imperial March theme. So if you like the work we do at the school and our walkthrough videos, head on over to our website contemporaryschoolofpiano.com, where you can find out more about our lessons and our courses. So I'm going to start with an introduction, which has quite a difficult rhythm, but this is quite fun to try and do. So I'm sure you all recognize this rhythm from the beginning. Dun, dun, diddle, dun, diddle, diddle, dun. Now, that's quite difficult to do on one key, so I'm going to split it across the two hands. So first I'm just going to show you how to do this on two Gs. So I'm going to go together, together, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. So we're just going to practice that rhythm a few times to just get it a bit faster. So it's together, together, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And a bit faster. And a bit faster. So we're going to start on the two Gs. Halfway through we're going to move to an E flat minor chord. So let me just show you that. So the only minor chord with three black keys. And we're going to do the E flat minor chord in the three different positions throughout the introduction. So the first time I'm going to go. So I'm going to move to the chord. Dun, 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 dun. So that's quite tricky. So we're going to do that twice. The third time, when we go to the E flat minor chord, we're going to go to this position. And then the fourth time, we're going to move it up to this position. So it'll be. So it's good practice at jumping in onto your E flat minor chords. So let's start with the melody now. When I'm playing this melody, I actually think of the melody forming chords. So the opening of the melody uses the notes of an E flat major chord. So, which you wouldn't expect because it's actually in G minor. So you just have to get your hand in that E flat major position. The next part of the melody, we're going to move up to this D, and it's coming down this E flat minor chord which we used in the introduction. So, and then it goes back into that E flat major position again. So let's just go through that much for now. So moving up. Okay, the next part of the melody starts with this octave jump, and then we're going to have lots of chromatic movement following. So if you haven't done that before, it's going to have lots of that movement. The other thing that's quite cool about this piece is it uses all of the 12 semitones on the piano. So let's go from this octave. So it's coming down chromatically from the G. And then you jump to these two notes. So one more time. And then you're going to come down chromatically again. Here. Again, we have an actual chord here in the melody, so this E flat minor chord. So go from here one more time. And then we just have to add a G minor chord onto the end of that. And it repeats all of that again. And it just changes very slightly there at the end. Just do it one more time. So you finish in that E flat major chord position. So now we're going to look at what chords we can put with this melody. John Williams' music is very often harmonically complex, so I'm actually going to turn this into a 4-chord song. So we're just going to use G minor, flat minor. We need C sharp minor, and we're going to use E flat major as well at one point. So those are your 4 chords. So let's start putting them together with the melody. So we're going to start the piece just with the G minor and the E flat minor chords. So that's a nice easy beginning. Then we're going to keep the G minor and the E flat minor chords for this bit. So we're still only using 2 chords. Now when we jump to the octave part and the chromatic, we're going to need that C sharp minor chord. Let's just do that again. E flat minor, and then to G minor. So I'm going from the G minor up to the C sharp minor, down to E flat minor, and back to the G minor. Just going to do that one more time so you get the chords with the melody. And the second time when I repeat this, I like to use this E flat major chord at the beginning, which you hear in the music. Just gives a little bit of a variety at the opening of that. So now I'm going to play through the full song at full tempo. So if you like the work we do at the school and our walkthrough videos, head on over to our website, contemporaryschoolofpiano.com, where you can find out more about our lessons and our courses.